And now at 5:30, a debate that we've been following for years. How secure are mail-in ballots and how much time should we allow for them to be counted? President Trump has called mail-in ballots cheating despite voting by mail in 2 elections in Florida this year. Now the Supreme Court has weighed in after an executive order from the president called for the USPS to have an unprecedented role in election security. Our Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trout joins us again with a live breakdown of how this could impact us. And Morgan, we're now 70 days away from the midterms, and there's a lot of confusion around this. What can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right, David. What this court decision really does is allow for the Trump administration to prepare to restrict mail-in voting. Whether that's constitutional or not, that's still up for debate.
You can never have a real democracy with mail-in ballots.
President Donald Trump's continued and unproven attacks against mail-in voting have yielded a win in the Supreme Court.
Massive fraud all over the place.
In a split decision, the justices are allowing the Trump administration to compile citizenship lists for voters in each state, and will soon decide if he can require the post office to only deliver ballots to people on that roster.
President Trump, on his order, has ordered parts of the federal government to restrict the availability of mail-in ballots.
The court decided that the 20-plus liberal states that sued to prevent the citizenship list filed too early, since the Trump administration hasn't implemented the policy yet. Elections law expert Atiba Ellis explains that this is a procedural win for the president. It can create lists, but whether states or the post office need to comply is not settled yet. Ohio already shares voter data with the federal government.
Even if Ohio is deemed in compliance by the administration and this list vetting plan gets carried out, I think there is still risk of error, of mistakes being made, and that could nonetheless impact individuals' ability to vote.
Democratic candidate for Secretary of State Allison Russo says that this ruling can disenfranchise voters.
When people are confused, when we create chaos with our elections officials, it prevents people from casting their ballot.
She argues it's problematic for USPS to pick and choose who is a citizen and which ballots to mail.
The U.S. Postal Service is not resourced or has the expertise to determine who is and is not eligible to be a voter.
Republican Robert Sprague declined an interview for this story, but previously echoed Trump's sentiments about mail-in voting.
And you're always a little bit suspicious because you don't know if the person on the other end of that mail-in ballot is the elector.
But when we press Sprague for specifics,
cite some cases of mail-in fraud in Ohio.
In Ohio. Well, we know that this happens.
He wasn't able to provide any.
When?
If you give me time, I could get back to you.
Absentee ballots first start getting sent out in mid-September, so this case is really running up against the clock.
Now, Morgan, what can you tell voters who are now kind of worried with this uncertainty?
Yeah, I would say sit tight. I spoke with the current Secretary of State's team today, and they wanted me to remind that Ohio is the gold standard of elections and that they've been developing plans based on all of these court cases and will be prepared for anything that comes down.
Morgan Trout reporting live from Columbus tonight. We appreciate it.